Alright, so, hello Weedline. This is the tuning system, and now you're looking at it, and you're fucking confused. And you're seeing a shit ton of colors. This is the rainbow, you're seeing neon lights, fucking compress, all the characters in the game, keys. I still don't even know what these are. I don't know what those are called. And then special tuning, slot enhancement, part PO. I don't know why that's such a fucking long name. I literally had to take a breath to say that. So, starting off with just the basics of what everything are. So your keys are what you're going to use to unlock these different slots. And every time you unlock a slot, you get an aura. So that's how you get max aura on your characters. These little things, this is what you use to upgrade your tuning slots. So all of mine are maxed now, but if I had this slot, which we'll get to later, as you can see, I can then enhance it so it has more of an effect. So, for example, if my running speed is getting plus by 1 because of Cementos, when I level it up to level 2, it'll plus by 2, level 3, it'll plus by 3. That's what these things are. And these are pretty easy to come by. The keys you'll buy with Hero Souls, these you can buy with Hero Souls, but both of these you'll get every week in your weeklies, and in your dailies, I'm pretty sure. Not the keys, these you'll get in your dailies. These are a bit more hard to come by, that's why I only have 6. And as you can see, it'll go up max to level 11. So these special tuning quirks, this is kind of the most important part of these things, because a lot of these are just broken. These you can get almost at the beginning of the game once they're max level 11. This is what you use to upgrade parts, essentially if you don't have enough. So as you can see for Kirishima over here, I only have 34, but I need 50. So I can use the 34 and then make up the rest with 16. That's essentially what these are. Alright, and then these are your different slots. So when you go, how these work, every skin has different special tuning skills available, and along with that it has different level up slots available. And now the less red the skin, the easier it is to level up, the cheaper it is. So what sucks about that, something I really don't like, is if you, for example, you want to build an only Gamma Shake, you'd want something, you want a skin that has a certain amount of level up slots that are only red or majority red, because then you can constantly max out your Y power. So as you can see, the heat skin for the disguise, it's majority green. So you're basically running a Shake that just has more HP or runs faster, etc. That's if you're running Cementos. Which sucks because you basically can't wear your favorite skins. So you could be like me and say fuck it and just choose a skin that you like and run with that, or you can be a sweat and a tryhard and find the perfect skin and even be more of a tryhard and do it with a cheaper skin like In Plain Sight. This is just for Shake, by the way, or villain costume or villain suit. These not really rare skins that have majority of what you want, and you can level them up for cheaper. So just going back to that's pizza in the background. So as you can see over here, with every slot, because they have set assigned characters to them, whether they're assaults, strikes, supports, techs, or rapids. Sorry, I need something to drink. They have set characters assigned to them. So you can scroll down, you can see every red character, essentially. And you can pick and choose what you want to upgrade. So what I've noticed is the more recent characters, and the quirk sets especially, are way more broken than the regular characters. So, like Present Mike, for example, if you right click, you'll see he does more damage towards HP when you use it. Any attack, by the way. And your special action is increased reload. The special tuning skill, you don't have to pay attention for now. The only reason I say it here is because once you put a character in one of these hero slots, you're not allowed to use it in the special tuning skill. So because I have Mike over here, as you can see, it's already got a tick here. Because I have him in the hero slot, I can't put him in the special tuning skill now. So you have to keep in mind with that on what you're going to do. So like for me, I know at some point I'm going to replace Cementos with Compress, because right now, or I might even replace it with Ibra, because I want Cementos' special tuning skill, which is this, restores the HP of allies in a certain area around you for a certain amount of time if your guard breaks. Essentially popping a green card for your allies if my guard breaks. And that's always helpful, especially on Shake, because you're always in the fight with your team. So I'm probably going to swap those for now. Well, not now, later. And what I don't like about the system is the fact that these quirk sets or these more recent characters are just way more broken than the normal characters. As you can see, Rapid Buckfield has two things. Can't do math. 2 things: increases the wall jump height and the damage dealt for Y. Mirio extra dash speed, and your reload on your A is increased. Meanwhile, All Might, HP defense. It's incentivizing you to go roll for these new characters. Spend money, essentially. That's why I understand when people say it's pay to win. And why this is gonna move players away from the game. Because if you think about it, you're a new player coming to the game, you don't have all these characters. Character tickets, I don't know, it's been such a long time since I've had to unlock a character that way. But sometimes, well, from what I've heard, you only get one character ticket. The rest you have to buy. And that costs hero souls. Now, that requires you to then grind the game, and for the first season of the game, unless you're knowledged and told by somebody to save your hero crystals, then buy the pro license in order to get more tickets and get the next set of crystals for next season. Because you're a new player, you're not going to know, oh, there's 2 events every season where I get 4,800 crystals, so I can buy the next pro license. So I can use these crystals. A new player isn't going to know that. They're not going to know, oh, the pro license gave me more tickets, or how do I get tickets, or grind my weeklies every week, grind my dailies every day, log in 7 days, I'll get an extra 10 tickets. They don't know these things. So they're going to end up just spending money to roll for these new characters, not only because they're broken. I mean, look, we've got Red Deku, Hawks, Nejire, Purple Todoroki, Overhaul, Red Derby. All these characters are broken. So, especially if this is this person's favorite character or the standout character for the season, they're going to want to roll for them. So they're going to spend money. And by maybe them getting it somehow, they then unlock a broken buff to their character if they ever choose to level up another character. So it forces us old players to then also roll on characters, some characters that we didn't even want. Like for me, I'm now forced to roll for Red Derby to get him because he's the last person I need in the villain slot because I'm using Red Shig. So I have to have Red Derby here because as you can see, this is a villain slot. So in some hero slots or villain slots, you have regular slots like these where they're neutral. You get hero slots, they have a hero, or they have an H. And you get villain slots where you can only put villains. Now obviously, there's not as many villains in the game than there are heroes. So there's only 2 red villains. And that is Red Shig or Red Derby. So because I'm doing this on Red Shig, I have to have Red Derby. So I have to roll for Red Derby. Now if my luck is ass, I'm going to be grinding to the point where, fuck, I'm not getting this character anymore. Or I can't hit pity. I'm going to have to spend money. I'm not going to do that because fuck biking. But most other players who are lazy will do that. And then we get to the special tunings. So once you get your special tunings, as you see, you have your different characters. And then depending on the skin, you have yellow or green. As you can see, this is H for heroes, but they have to be red. So a lot of other things. So these are just, you can read through these. A lot of these are a lot better than others. This one's kind of ass. For ass, unless you're constantly landing on bugs, but it doesn't really matter. This one is good. This one is good. This one is also pretty decent. And then this is probably the most unfun shit to play against. I won't lie to you. I mean, think about it. You're playing a character like Ida, and you have this shit, where you can find Coda at the beginning of the match. You have it maxed at level 11, and you, as soon as the match starts, maybe just after first phase, you have already found Coda. You're already sitting, and now keep in mind, Coda spawns most of the time near loot up spots. So you're sitting with 3 gold chests to yourself. If all of those give you 2 level ups, at minimum, you're sitting at, what, 6 level ups? You are max 9 on one thing already, and probably sitting on 4s on the others. At the beginning of the game, Storm hasn't even started moving. And now, combine that with somebody else on your team, like a fucking Froppy or something, who has, okay, not a Froppy, or like an Ibra, for example, that has this special tuning, or Momo that has this special tuning. I know Froppy's special tuning is kind of crazy. Yeah, if an ally goes down, then it makes her invisible, so she essentially has another special action. Or Gamma, I can't even remember. No, Gamma. Yeah, it's just like, it's free. Now for characters like Red Deku, getting his kick to 9, which is what most players do because they all just kick spam the shit out of their character and they get away with it. This is huge. You're finding Coda. Ochako players who need their car. This is meta. This is how they play. Hawks. This is meta. All your characters that are so insanely broken, but they all rely on one move, this is an easy way for them to start their 10 kill game. But what it also means is once multiple people have this special tuning, you'll have multiple people going to Coda, and now there's a fight for Coda. So you're not going to see your regular fights, everybody's in Fire Zone, everybody's in Central, or everybody's in UA, everybody's on Beach. It's fighting for chest. Now you're going to see random ass fights just sitting by a random bush because Coda's there. And it might make the games quicker, because now you've got more people fighting on level 1s, level 2s, level 3s that are now fighting for Coda. So people are dying. But that also means that now the people who are dying are getting their level ups taken. And the team that ends up winning that fight is sitting with extremely high levels. And now it might be only 3 teams left before the circle is even shrunk. And there are some special tunings over here that are low-key ass. Todorokis, for example, rubbish. I mean, there are only a few characters in the game that burn you, and even then, nobody really cares about burn health or burn shield. When you get burnt, it's cool. You get out of the fight already, and you heal. Even if you're fighting a Todoroki, and he's constantly hitting you, you're more preoccupied with the fact the damage that his alpha does normally than the burn, because it's not the burn that's going to kill you. It'll never go less than 1. This, however, this is the meta pick. Apart from the Coda Finder, this is the meta pick. If we talk about characters we have currently, Red Deku, right? He hard knocks you. His kick stuns you. Cancel that stun immediately on his kick. You can immediately punish him for it. If you're Kendo, you clap. If you're compressed, you can immediately stun him with alphas. If you're Ibra, you can grab. If you're Floppy, you can beta. You can use any move because the stun is now cancelled immediately. Red Derby. He kicks you, but he fails because you hit him with another stun or a grab. While you're falling, he's also falling, but now you've got this. So, your stun cancels. You can immediately beam him and punish him. Hawks beta. He betas you once, it's cancelled immediately. You have iframes. You can fuck him up for it. Especially if he tries to do it twice. He'll hit the first one, but he misses the second because your stun effect has cancelled. You can immediately hit him, you can immediately roll. Nejire. I hate that character. She's busted. Her whole kit is big damage, mobility, hard stun. Her beta stuns you. Her gamma hard knocks you. If she's hitting you with her beta, you're not going to get stunned by it anymore. She can't come into gamma you again. You can immediately sit her down. But that's just like a short guide on what essentially you're building the character to how you want to play it. If you're looking at my Shig, I've got my HP attack power, my special action, because I want to constantly be hitting them with my special action to get that debuff, and guard break them faster. And then once they guard broken, I'm doing more damage to their health. These I have to put on because I have the yellows here. I'm just taking less damage against these, running faster because I'm Shig, but I'm probably going to swap that for more HP. More defense against Wise. Reload might be more because, as you can see, there's another quick save where it's absolutely broken. I get my beta reload is faster, so I can get out of places faster, because if people don't know the Shig tech, if you jump and use it better, you take a huge ass leap. So having that, especially when you need to run away from flying characters, it gives you entry to now into rooms as well. So that, and then defense against Wise. Alpha reload, just for the damage. Defense, obviously, Bucko is broken, wall jump height, so I can jump higher onto other places, so I can take my way around on maps with mobility. My Y doing more damage, so that will combo with this, doing more damage towards health. Now I combo with my Y attack power, and I'm doing easily an extra maybe 10% on my moves. Upgraded, I can't even do the map there. Mirio, also broken. Shig just runs faster, and then my alpha reloads again for the damage. Darby is insanely broken. My alpha then gets damage, and a damage increase, and I get more defense against melees. And once I get this, I'll be getting the Denki resist shock. So yeah.